cap, out of the draft, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson eluding the pressure right, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Completes it to Miller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Nixon with a first down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
To Deebo Samuel.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Allen going to throw. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deebo Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain of 5.
On play action, Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He's brought down.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Back at the 31-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Henry Ruggs.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and
if you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jackson back into his end zone. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's, got his man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete.
Mecole Hardman, 85 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Vikings 22.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
12 yards there and a first down.
2-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
We got this.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Their 49-yard line.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Julian Love picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
19 line. 53. Here we go, D. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Rush in. Hey, check that street.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's...
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
10 yards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. He's checking.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence.
He's got a man, complete. Down the numbers, there he goes. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 77 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Mike, 53. Mike, Ricky. Kill. Go, street. Go.
Throwing again. Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Here's Jackson on third and long. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch. 70 Lions.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Isaiah Coulter with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Vikings 42.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Allen. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Vikings.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. To throw again, Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
On first down, Mixon works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Again, it's Mixon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now he's forced out left. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
42.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor. It's a gain of 6. Makes it
on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gay's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Check 50, check 50. Shift.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings 1st down.
55. Hey, eat. What we got? Stop. Watch out. Slam. Check the backer.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
11-yard line. A gain of 12.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Minnesota.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7. at the 28.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A long ways to go here on second down.
Exit. Check safety.
From the gun, Jackson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They go play action with Jackson. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Watch the curl. Watch the edge. Hey, home.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Hey, tight. Here I come. Check nickel.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Another try for Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Vikings.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.